What's happening? What's happening? We trapping, we trapping. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. We in the building. You know, the trap don't close. We trapping in our church clothes. Let's get it. I hope everybody's having a good morning. We in the building with it, man. Let's get it. Let everybody know the trap is open on a Sunday. You know what I'm saying? What I say? The trap don't close. We trapping in our church clothes. Can I get an amen today? You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody's doing good, man. Shout out to ATM Sports in the building. Shout out to Mickey in the building. There's my Iron Man. Pizza Alfuego in the building, man. Shout out to everybody rocking. Let's get it. We in here, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Feeling good this morning. Feeling good this morning. Let's get it. Shout out to David Sorelis. What's happening, sir? We in the building. Now, even though it's a Sunday, you know I still got to make sure these haters doing exactly what they was put on God's green earth to do. And that's hate, man. Shout out to everybody rocking. Hit that like and share for the squad. Let's go. Yeah. Shout out to everybody rocking. Let's get it. Yeah. We just trying to let this crowd build a little bit, man. Shout out to Stephen Harrison, Scott Ricks, Justin Kitchen, Jazzy Jeff in the building, Willie Basher. What's happening? What's happening? We trapping. Let's get it. Miss Adrena Green with the green in the building. T Smooth TV. Let's get it. Hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's go. Let's get it. Peter Rizzo in the building, man. How you doing, sir? I ain't seen you in a while. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Michael H. Sliding through. Hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's get it. Ball, man. Ball, man. On the chain, yeah. Man, shout out to everybody rocking, man. Shout out to everybody rocking. Now, you might think you at school or maybe even at home or watching me through a phone, but I promise you, you are in the trap, sir. I promise. Make no mistake about it, man. I hope everybody's doing good today, man. But I did see a nice little article by Michael Gelkin. Shout out to him on Twitter. Excuse me. He's a great writer, a great follower. He do a lot of great work for the Dallas Cowboys. So, man, he did have an interesting topic to talk about, and it was basically one of the most improved players that he had on the roster. And you already know it was the friend of the show, Mr. Jaylen Tolbert, sir. It was one of the friends of the show, Mr. Jaylen Tolbert. And I was like, I could see that. I've been hearing a lot of glowing reports. We told y'all, once you come visit the Three Amigos, you get way more first team reps. That's just how it go down, man. That's how it go down. I don't know if we both plugged in, then we know what's something. I don't know what's going on. Are we more plugged in than we know? I don't know. We'll have to go explore that later at a later date. But let's get into the article that he wrote, man. I think he did a good job. Let's get into the article. Let's see. Bam. Okay. Y'all see this? Bam. Okay. I don't know why my stuff is in the way. But it says, flush it. Jaylen Tolbert became the Cowboys' most improved wide receiver this offseason. After Tolbert's strive for perfection became problematic as a rookie, guidance from Brandon Cooks and Dak Prescott helped him regain his confidence and play faster. Okay. It says, this is per Michael Gelkin, right? It says Jaylen Tolbert carried a Shakespearean-level hatred for drop passes in college. His white-gloved hands morphing into a Macbeth red. He needed to cleanse them, and to do so needed help. Wide receivers coach Michael Smith and another South Alabama assistant would feed Tolbert passes through the Judge machine. One Smith and Tolbert could not wait after 2 drops in 2021 win at Bowling Green following the return flight. Tolbert convinced Smith to 5 passes after pass that Saturday evening before either went home. I think that's a nice, you know what I'm saying? Trap. I think that's a nice peek into who Mr. Jaylen Tolbert is. He's somebody that want to still work. He got to strive. He's striving to be great, man. I think that's good. I think that's big for him. And that's something that a lot of people don't see. And this is one of the attributes about him that I think that's going to help him succeed. After practice, he still want to do more work, want to get better and better. And that's going to go a long way being in the locker room like Dak Prescott. You know that's right up Dak Prescott alley. Doing more work, getting better and better. You know they say the saying is get 1% better every day. So I love it. It says, then Monday we go out to practice. He's on fire, Smith said in the phone interview. His confidence is back. Perfectionism fueled Tolbert to the road to the Cowboys. It betrayed him upon arrival. After an unproductive rookie season, the Cowboys consider Tolbert their most improved receiver on the short list for most improved players this offseason. Advice from wide receiver Brandon Cooks and a book that the quarterback Dak Prescott provided help buoy the former third-round pick's confidence. Hey, I told y'all. Trap. Dak Prescott and that leadership, man. I thought I remembered the book, but I think they're going to mention it on him. But I think the book was called Relentless. And it's weird the way a book can just change your perspective on how you do things. And a lot of people don't understand that. Like, if you read, you get it. But it's certain things that a book can tell you, certain ways they can break it down that'll make you really be like, man, I'm finna change. It can motivate you to become a better person if you receive the message properly or if you're reading the right things. It can really shape your mind in a different way, in a positive way. And that's some leadership from your quarterback, man. Quit acting like Dak ain't him.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him, Jones, I'm him, Duncan.
And it says Tolbert took rookie mistakes to the heart. They said that's one of the things that got me. That's one of the things that got me here, but also can be a fault, Tolbert said. I've always been an overthinker. I want everything to be perfect. I want everything to be how it's supposed to be. That's just a trait of mine. I feel like that kind of hurt me in a sense last year where I was thinking too much instead of just playing. Oh, man. Trap. He said something along them lines on the show as well. He says he's a perfectionist, and that's something that I kind of struggle with that at times too. You'll be thinking that you trying to plan out everything so right because you got a particular way you want things to be. So in that instance, you'll be overthinking, and when it don't, you be overcomplicating things that you shouldn't. And I really think that's a good explanation from Jaylen Tolbert, because he said he want everything to be right, he want everything to be perfect. Just imagine when you coming from that type of mentality and you already overloaded mentally. You already getting too much work at one time mentally. So that's not a good blend of trying to cram a lot of things and be perfect at the same time. So that's what I said, man. At that point, I feel like it pretty much was the organization for getting a player that was this inexperienced and then pushing all of this work on him, cramming him all of a sudden. So the organization supposed to knew exactly what football level IQ he was, and they went about it like they didn't know. So I'm not taking all the blame off of the player, but I'm just saying, if you need a truck, maybe you should get a truck instead of a PT Cruiser. You know what I'm saying? Trap. You got to know what you're buying when you go to the dealership. But he says a hamstring injury first sidelined Tolbert for much of the 2022 spring. The Cowboys loaded his plate with multiple receiver positions to master. Come training camp in Oxnard, California, he lacked fluency. The mistakes compounded, immersing him in red. During Tolbert's final year at South Alabama, he caught 82 passes for 1,474 yards and 8 touchdowns. He recorded at least one reception for more than 20 yards in each 12 games. In his first NFL season, Tolbert caught 2 passes for 12 yards, and he once aligned offsides against the Green Bay Packers. The Cowboys made him a healthy stretch the final 7 weeks, including both in the playoffs. Issues arose at camp. So we remember that offsides penalty far too well, and it seems like he wasn't able to get on the field at all after that. So that was like a cardinal sin right there. That was the straw that broke the camel's back, according to the offense, I guess. Trap. It says during Tolbert's final year at South Alabama, he caught 82 passes. Hold on. They just made that. Okay. They changed the graphic on me. It says we get in the huddle and I go from one spot to another, and maybe I'm not as comfortable as that one spot or not confident in what's going to be called in the headset, Tolbert said. So I hear it. And now I'm thinking about split. I'm thinking about coverage. I'm thinking about what to run and the depth of the route. See, that's too much to think about for a player that just started playing football in the 11th grade. We just said that. Okay. When you're doing all of that, you're supposed to be snap hands 3 times. You're supposed to be, playing second nature, obviously, if you're thinking. You're not going to play fast as you would want to play. Now, when I hear something, I'm just able to line up, know what's going on, look at the coverage, jump out of my shoes and make a play. So basically he's saying now he don't have to do all that thinking. He could just line up and run a route, exactly what a wide receiver is supposed to be doing from day one. Cowboys receiver coach Robert Prince can attest. He sees the difference. Tolbert can seamlessly switch between the F, X, Z, and Y positions. His route running has improved, allowed him to gain more separation and do more of what he does best when targeted. High attack and high point the football in the air. He's playing with more speed and more physicality, Prince said. Yes, he's done a tremendous job learning all the spots. Hey, JT, go play X. He's totally fine with it. Last year, he was playing fast and just running the lines on the paper. This year, he is making those lines come to life. Ooh. Trap. Man, he said he making them things come to life. It says several experiences influenced helped Tolbert cleanse his rookie year. He returned to Mobile, Alabama for the Senior Bowl, where I met him at. Draft Showcase was in town, seeing family and friends, watching college film of himself, reacquainted Tolbert with the player he once was and could be again. He studied his playbook. Prescott reached out back in Dallas area. They threw in Prescott's backyard at the local high school, discussing route concepts and expectations between throws. They attended a Dallas Stars game together. Wide receiver CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup shared their rookie experiences. They struggled to acclimate to the NFL's mental rigors, they said. Tolbert gravitated to Cooks. Here we go, Siri. Shut up. Okay. Wait a minute. Tolbert gravitated to Cooks when the Cowboys acquired the 29-year-old in March. With one, I don't know what that word is, piece of advice. Tolbert received the final permission needed to move past last season. Flesh it. It's a click thing, Cook said. You hear people say it, but what does it mean? The great ones truly know how to go to the next play because, as you know, in this game, the opposite guy is making money too. Yeah, the opposite guy is making money too. Here is there to make plays. I'm not going to be perfect. If you dwell on something, all that's going to do is lead to the next play. And that's going to lead, and the next thing you know, your confidence starts to get shaken. Once your confidence gets shaken in this game, good luck That's why my biggest advice was to flush it. That's what he needed to hear too. That's what he needed to hear too, y'all. And it says Prescott gave Tolbert a book to read. Tolbert not only read Relentless, he highlighted and anointed him his way through it. On his cell phone, he took photos of the pages that resonated most, giving him ready access to the words of Tim Grosvenor, whose lessons on mental training helped mold such athletes as Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and Dwayne Wade. Late in the book, Grover writes about name omitted basketball player who never experienced real obstacles early success. This player became a targeted man in a crowded gym, was unprepared, lacking the tools to overcome the pressure. People who start at the top, Grover wrote, and Tolbert highlighted, never understand what they missed at the bottom. Overthinking crippled Tolbert rookie year. He believes he is better for it. Last year was the bottom for me, Tolbert said. I can only go up from here. I'm happy to see Tolbert doing that over. I think that's big for Mr. Jaylen Tolbert. I really do. You see Dak really just gave him a book and helped him. He even helped him guide him through the book. So that's real mentorship right there. Shout out to Dak Prescott. Shout out to Dak Prescott, man, because that's real mentorship right there. That's exactly what your leader need to be doing. Shout out to Lawrence Moore in the building. What's happening? Now that we discussed one of mine, because I agree with it, I think Jaylen Tolbert is finna take off. I told you exactly that. He sounds like a player that's learned from his mistakes, and he told you he's a perfectionist, so you know he's ready to make up for exactly what he was lacking. He's ready for it. Exactly, John McSwain. He sound like he's getting his mind right, man, and that's exactly what he need to do. And we do see the work ethic. They said even in college, like he had a bad couple of stretches and he came back the next day and went crazy. That's exactly what type of characteristics and stuff like that you need in a player like this. You need him to be a fighter. You need him to be confident. You need him to be ready to take that next level. And that's exactly what it seems like he gonna do. He seems like a fighter that's not gonna go down without a fight. So I love it, man. I'm ready to see him step up this year. All right. Yeah, he hanging out with CD all the time. He hanging out with Dak. See, I don't really see him doing the extracurricular stuff. You know what I'm saying? All I've been seeing Tolbert do is work. You know what I'm saying? Tolbert and Michael Parsons. Mostly all the Cowboys, man. That's what I told y'all, man. Mike McCarthy has changed this whole culture. We don't see them people doing all the wild stuff no more. Them boys doing team activities and they doing team bonding type drills. You know what I'm saying? They be together. If you see them out, they together. They ain't just out on their own doing nothing nefarious. They ain't doing that. Them boys is not just out lollygagging. They actually doing things that's conducive to building the team and being better around each other and playing with each other, you know, building that chemistry. So I love it, man. I can't wait to see how this season play out. But let's see on some different positions on who y'all best players gonna be far as the most improved. Of course, we could say quarterbacks. We ain't got to talk about quarterbacks. We already know who the quarterback is. So we already talked about one wide receiver. Do y'all think Michael Gallup will be the second one? Let's see. Do y'all think Michael Gallup could be the second most improved? Because he needs to be a most improved player for sure from last year. He do. We need him to step up from last year. Lord King said Bland and Parsons. Ah, man, Parsons going to jump up to a whole MVP out here, ain't it, man? Ain't it, man? So, okay, we'll say running backs. Do y'all see Malik Davis stepping up? Do y'all see Rico Dowdle stepping up? Do y'all see either one of those young backs contributing in a major way this year? So we're going to do it by position groups. I would say Malik Davis. I hope he's got out the doghouse. I know he got all the ability in the world, so I'm hoping he can take a step forward. So Malik Davis would be my running back. So who do y'all believe Malik Davis can step up? Or y'all waiting on Zeke to come back in that 15? What y'all doing? Which one y'all doing? So y'all don't think, hold on, wait a minute. Y'all don't think Malik Davis can ball? Because I know he can play. That's an interesting right there too, Clebo. I'm big on Osa too. I think Osa got slept on last year because I think he picked up last year like down towards the stretch. But I'm trying to do position by position. Y'all trying to get me, man. Hold on. Okay. A lot of people saying they don't like Malik. I mean, look like they low on Malik. I think Malik could take a step forward if he get the opportunities. Okay, we talked about receivers. Is there any receiver outside of Jaylen Tolbert who y'all feel like could take another step next year? Okay. I don't know about Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup, I have to get back to himself, then take another step. So what y'all think? I think that's kind of unfair for Michael Gallup. Because you want him to become Michael Gallup and, like, take another step from that. So I don't know if I'd say he'll be the most improved. Miss Regina says, I say keep Davis and bring back Zeke and tell Rojo bye. She said, get Rojo up out of here.
You trash.
Said, you're sick on, ain't you, Miss Regina? Okay, I got you. Big Sar say, send me. That's an interesting one. Now, I did make a case. I didn't make the case, okay? I just brought up the idea. Dennis Houston could be somebody who they still try to push on us now. I ain't saying that I would like him to be, but I'm going to just tell you, man, Dennis Houston was very high on this roster last year, and they made sure they retained him and brought him back, and he had the backyard. Hey, he's a very much so a threat out here, y'all. Trap. This man was in the backyard and everything, man, so... Man, that'll be so crazy if he beat these boys out, man. That'll be wild. But, of course, I'm rooting for Jaylen Tolbert. And, you know, a dark horse would be Dennis Houston and Simi. I think Tolbert should get it, though. Wide receiver 4, I think Tolbert should get it. And, okay, now we can move on to what? Let's see. Okay, nobody said Turpin, though. Nobody said Turpin, huh? Okay, y'all saying screw that, because we did wide receivers. We moving from wide receivers now, okay? What about the O-line? Do y'all see any one of them players being most improved? I think Tyler Smith might be my most improved. I think he's already good, but I think he's going to take a second-year jump next year. I think Tyler played under some fire. I think we threw Tyler Smith in the fire, and he still balled out. You know, he was a young man that had to figure out everything on the fly. And, hey, we threw him in the water and he swam. You know what I'm saying? He didn't drown. He swam. That's what he did. Trap. Justin Kitchen said, I believe in Tolbert. OC held them back. I believe. Me too. Lawrence Moore says, well, let's go. I think Walesko could take a step too. I really do. If all he needed was some power to me, because his footwork is great. He got some great footwork. He moved well for a huge guy like he is. He moved well. And, you know, his punch and his hands need some work, but I think all that strength, though. I think he's just lacking on the strength end. I want to see him deal with some bull rushes from somebody like D-Law or Micah. That's what I want to see. They need to have Walesko going up against Micah and D-Law all count, man. That's what they need. They need him going up against them two all count. If you can even stay in front of Micah Parsons, you're going to be a good tackle. I bet money. If you can get him to stay in front of Micah Parsons, Walesko going to work. That's going to do wonders for Walesko. Micah A said, only thing we know about Turpin is kick returns. Haven't seen him do much more than that. Yeah, we got, you know, this is Sunday now, so, you know, we got to have a little faith. We doing a little projection today, you know what I'm saying? So we trying to see who we optimistic about in this church today. You understand? You need a little more optimistic. We are doing some projections. So, we are high on some of these players. Some of these players need to step up. So, hey, we just talking about who we believe in. That's how we doing. That's how we doing. That's how we doing. We just talking about who we believe in. So, you know what I'm saying? Who you bullish on. If this was a stock, whose stock are you paying your money for? You know what I'm saying? Who you buying? Justice says Barr was let go, right? I don't think he was necessarily let go. He wasn't re-signed yet, so you can say he let go. I don't know. I ain't heard them saying that they want to move in another direction or nothing like that. He said, be kind to somebody today. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, Mr. Michael H. It's a Sunday. Be nice. We optimistic today. Not optimism or optics or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? We optimistic. Trap. We optimistic today. So, okay. What position? I said the O-line. I seen some people say, well, let's go. I seen some people say, I'm high on Tyler Smith. I think Tyler Smith could take a huge second-year jump. John McSwain says the whole O-line should be improved. I think so, too. If we can stay healthy, I think we'll be good. Shout out to Michael McQuay with the $2 super. He says Tyler Smith, them young guys going to boost each other. Yeah, I think so too. I cannot wait for a Tyler Smith and Mizey Smith battle, man. That's gonna be crazy. I want to see a Tyler Smith, Mizey Smith battle. That's gonna be outstanding. Them boys gonna tear each other apart. They gonna rip each other. Cause Tyler ain't backing down. Tyler is not backing down. Miss Elder said they stealing in the trap, man. Don't make me cry. Don't make me sad today. Don't do that. Be nice, y'all. Be nice. Please. Hit the like button for your boy. Don't have me walking around with my head down. It's a Sunday. The like button is free. All we ask is for you to hit it. We trying to beat the algorithm. Just like Dak Prescott beat the Eagles every day, man. Don't be weird now. Don't be weird. Hit the like button. Yeah, shout out to Boss Cowboy. Don't be a lurker, man. Don't be like that. But yeah, man. Tyler Smith. Now Tyler, you making me skip. Okay, we did the O-line. We did the wide receivers. We did running backs. We don't have to do quarterbacks. Now we can go to defense. Okay, on the defensive line, who you looking for to make this second year jump? And according to my content, I already made a video on Mr. Slam Williams. I think Slam Williams. I think my boy Slam Williams is finna go crazy this year. And all he need is some opportunities. I think Sam finna go crazy. Shout out to my Matt Leslie in the building. What's happening, sir? Picking violence in the building. Your name so gangster, boy. I like that, man. We picking violence this morning. On a Sunday, you probably shouldn't be picking violence, but we doing it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Okay, on the D-line, it looks like this might be the first unanimous MVP like Steph Curry was. Sam Williams look like he's getting majority votes. I'm high on Slam. I think he finna go crazy this year. The young man had all that production in very limited time. You know what I'm saying? We barely gave him snaps, and he still made his impacts felt. He had a lot of tackles for loss, and he had a lot of pressures, and he got sack production. So, man, I really think he finna go crazy. Some guy with a whole nother name. I don't even know what that is, sir. But he ain't spam, though. He said, congratulations to Manchester City European football champions after beating the Inter Milan 1-0 in the Championship League Finals. Congratulations to y'all then, man. I don't know who them people is, but, congratulations. Is that soccer or is that football? I don't know. Is that American football? Probably not. But most people saying Sam. Klebo says Hankins and Mizey gonna make Osa go crazy. Yeah, hey, that's a good way to look at it too, cause those are the big run stuffing guys. I don't really view Osa as that. I think Osa is more of a penetrator. Osa is more of a pass rushing lineman, in my opinion. I don't really see him as being this run stuffing guy, but he will get some tackles for loss and stuff like that. But I don't really see Osa as this trash can full of dirt type guy that's finna hold everything up. He gonna move forward and get you in the backfield. So, cause he is pretty good at getting tackles for loss too. Rodney Smith says Alarcon and Sam Williams. So you buying that Alarcon stuff, Mr. Rodney Smith? Good grief. Trap. Now I'm Mr. Optimistic. My glasses always had full, Mr. Rodney, but I can't buy to that Alarcon stuff yet. You gonna have to show me. I gotta see him in some pads, Mr. Rodney Smith. Like, hey, I ain't taking what you say for granted, but man, I gotta see this dude actually play some. I gotta see him play it on some pads. I gotta see him real contact type stuff, cause Mike McCarthy was glowing about him and all of this, but that's not typical for you to take an offensive lineman and make him a defensive lineman and he be successful. So we gonna have to see what happens, man. Lloyd King says, if it's the offense, I'm taking Gallup, Tyler Smith as most improved from last year. Won't choose Turpin because his talent wasn't really showcased last season, so let's see this season. Okay, I ain't mad at that, but I think, Lord King, when you say Gallup will have to return back to normal Gallup, then surpass that to be most improved, all right? So that's why it's too much of a jump for Gallup for me. That's why I ain't say Gallup. To me, he got to return to the normal Gallup and then surpass that for that to be like the most improved. Or unless y'all just saying he'll improve from what he did last year. I don't know. I think he got to at least return back to the normal one. Oh, you got it. The poet says soccer. Yeah, football where I come from. LOL. Oh, yeah. You must be from Jamaica. She said she's from Jamaica. Well, we got American football. We don't know about the other stuff yet. I guess, well, in America, we don't have to say American football. We just say football, Big Flop says they got Alarcon taking pictures with the D-line. That's what I'm saying. He on the D-line now, and a lot of people, we heard Mike McCarthy talk highly of him like he just going to ball out, but I ain't buying it. He going to have to show me. Like, I can't buy that too much. I can't drink that Kool-Aid. Not that kind. I'm sorry. He ain't finna have me up here talking about Alarcon finna go crazy and this man might not even make the team. So we'll have to see. Then, hold on. We can almost diagnose that right now. Okay, how many D-line do they normally carry, y'all? Let's do an exercise here. How many D-linemen? Yeah, Alarcon hype equal we woo straight up. Shout out to Boss Cowboy, man. Okay, look, how many O-linemen HTM do? How many D-linemen do we usually keep on HTM? I know you know. Let me see. You need at least 5, 10, about 13, 14 on them? How many D-linemen they usually keep? We can kind of break this down right now. If anything, he might be on the practice squad. That might be the best thing for him. So let's see. Hold on. I might be able to pull this stuff up too. Let's see. I got all this stuff in my way for some reason. So let's see. Okay. Bam. So let me see. Position. Hold on. Edges, interior defenders. He'll have to count against the interior defenders. So let's see how many you got, because you just drafted Viamis Fioku too. So you need a lot of people. So you got definitely, I'd say he's not beating out Quinn Bohanna. I know a lot of people low on Quinn, but I like Quinn Bohanna. I don't see him beating out Quinn Bohanna, Oso Digazul, Chauncey Golston, Neville Gallimore. Neville Gallimore might be in question. But okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We carry 7 defensive tackles. Now, Feihoku is a rookie and Mozzie is a rookie. So last year we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We carried 5 last year going into the season. So if we carried 5 last year, how many defensive interior players are we going to carry? Okay, let's see. Let me see. Y'all said 9 to 10. I see 9 to 10. So who y'all? Well, Carlos Watkins gone too. So that's another spot for him. Carlos Watkins gone. So that's a spot for him. Let's see. Neville is in question though. I think they almost sick of Neville. Neville gonna have to step up this year. Like, I don't know. Neville gonna have to ball out this year to get any kind of love. He gonna have to ball out. So I'm gonna have to see what's happening with him. Let's see. 5, Big Bo, Osa, Chancey, Mozzie, and Big Hank. That's what I'm saying. I think Rodney Smith said he think he can beat him out. I don't know. That's gonna be crazy if he do. But Gallimore is in question. Shout out to Miss Jackie Smith. How you doing? I think that's crazy right though. Somebody let me know. Do y'all think it's gonna be what's his name? Gallimore versus Alarcon? That's what y'all saying? Alarcon is out of practice squad eligibility. I think so too. Cause he been on the practice squad for years. So I think they give you a certain amount of time for that. So he gonna have to either make this team, make the 53-man roster, or he out of here. So I don't really see him making it. He says Cowboys went back to basic football. Yeah, HTM said they already replaced Watkins with Mozzie and Feihoku draft picks. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't see Alarcon making his team at all. Now that I think about it, he can't even go to the practice squad. I'm almost sure that's the case because I remember hearing something like that. So he might not even make this football team at all. So I don't know, man. If you look at all the defensive tackles we got now, we added Mozzie Smith, we added Feihoku. Like, I don't know, it's looking grim for Alarcon. Like he might have stayed his last welcome. The Cowboys, well, I don't think he ain't got no trade value either, so I don't know what they talking about. Okay, we got a couple of people we said on the D-line. Now we can go to the linebackers. Who your most improved player for linebackers gonna be? I think I'm rocking with Damone Clark. I'm rocking with Damone. I'm rocking with Damone Clark. Yeah, he huge. He a huge guy. But we'll have to see him. I don't know, man. I just don't see him beating out the other guys, man. HTM just plain said Alarcon not making this team. Good. D. Smith said, does Alarcon spot count towards the roster now? It used to didn't. Yeah, they done with the program and all that now, D. Schiff, if I ain't mistaken. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think the international player program or whatever he was in, that's done too. So he got to really make the team. And then that's peculiar that the year he got to make the team, they just changed the man whole position. He said, I'm waiting to see the LSU linebackers on the field together. Cox and Damone, that'll be crazy. Because Jabril been getting a couple of good reports, you know what I'm saying? We'll see how that translates. Can he get it done? We'll have to see, can he get it done? But far as linebackers go, who taking the next step for y'all as far as linebackers go? I said Damone Clark for mine. Miss Etta said Damone and Jabril. But if we get Jabril to play ball, man, it's going crazy. This defense gonna be gangster. If we get Jabril to go crazy. Trap. I don't think y'all even understand. Like, we get Jabril to go crazy, man, we'll be out the chain. ATM said everybody looks good in minicamp. Yeah, true. That's the underwear Olympics. Everybody look good though. He said, yeah, that's done. He got to make the team. Yeah, I thought so. Talking about Alarcon. Bernard Fields says Vander Esch, Clark, Cox, Harper, and Ricky Overshawn. You saying in that order. So you looking for Vander Esch to make an even bigger jump. You looking for Vander Esch to play better next year. That's interesting. I'm looking for Clark to go crazy. And it would be nice if we could see Jabril do better. I'm very fond of Devin Harper. I think he can really play. I don't know if he's going to get an opportunity, though. Big Star says Devin Harper. But in our base, we only use 2 linebackers, though. So maybe they can get in on a rotational type vibe. We'll have to see. Said Jabril going to get some clock. I hope so. Watch out for Harper at linebacker. Yo, Reeves King. I like what you call him. I like Devin Harper. I remember when I had made a tweet about him in preseason, man. That tweet had went crazy. Cause I think he was getting overlooked. He was playing ball out there. Now, of course, it was preseason, but I seen good linebacker traits out of him. And he ain't been able to get on the field ever since. He had an injury. Big Side said, what about Michael Parsons? He's a linebacker. Not really. I guess. I mean, Dollar Bill want him to be a linebacker.
Dollar Bill!
I'll tell you that.
Shut down! Pay no country for him nothing. Nothing.
Dollar Bill definitely want him to be a linebacker because that's going to help his pockets more. So, I don't know about that. I wouldn't call him a linebacker, though. Like I said, if your son played 700 snaps at DN and 100 at linebacker, and he asked you, Daddy, what position I play, what you gonna say? That's all over. That's what I lead that to. What position would you tell your son he play? Klebo said they need to play them youngins and let LVE go if he ain't playing good early in the season. I think LVE did decent. I think he did decent towards the end of the year. So, and that's their draft pick. That's a first round pick. So they gonna stick with LVE and as long as humanly possible, unless he do something crazy or get hurt. Now, if he get hurt and another player come in and ball out, it might be over for him. But they gonna stick with LVE as long as humanly possible. Me Regina said with help in the middle, Vander Esch might be awesome. Yeah, I seen some traits. I seen him do better towards the end of the year last year. He played better. I made a joke and said ever since he jumped in that pile, when he jumped in that pile, LVE was different after that. Like when he jumped over that pile, he played ball for the rest of the year. I don't know what game that was though. Let me see. Bernard Fields says playoff football, landlord. Got to stop the run late in the season. Absolutely. All the biggest teams we got to play run the ball. Micah is a quasi linebacker. Yeah, a pseudo linebacker. You got to have the hyphens, the quotations up there. Big Sar said we talking about roster spots. That's why the Cowboys will list Micah as a linebacker. Yeah, I get what you're saying. But they shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't. But I think Damone Clark could be my linebacker. I ain't talking to you, though. What you listening for? See, though?
I don't understand.
Shut up.
Trap.
Siri. Trap. See, look, when I say her name, she don't even come. But when I ain't talking to her, she just want to jump in all in my conversation. I don't understand this thing. iRobot vibes. Miss Jackie says Gallup was injured and he was not fully recovered, and Dollar Bill and our front office knew that. That was why removing Coop was dumb. Absolutely. You're right. That was stupid, Miss Jackie. We didn't already came to that conclusion. They shouldn't have did that. That was foolish. Miss Regina, y'all know. Look, when I say her name, she don't come. So why she just bust out in our conversation? See, she be listening. She be nose over here, man. She be nose. Joe Tranchina says Dollar Bill Jones making Parsons take a couple of field goals. Do he can play him at kicker? He might be trying to play him as kicker. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Sugar Daddy wins series, a closet Eagle fan, man. That's crazy. Yeah, they got the trap tapped on the Tyler. Cause look, I just said her name again and she ain't said nothing. But when I'm just in a random conversation, she just bud in my stuff. I don't know. Now at this point, y'all so used to her budding in my business, I might not need to turn it off. She might need to get cussed out every now and then. Trap. She might be used to it. But okay, we off the linebackers. What position group now? Now we gotta go to the DBs, the corners. Who's the second year jump corner? You already know who mine is. Mr. Deron Bland. Deron Bland finna go crazy this year. And look, this is a very telling type situation for him because this is the healthiest nickel cornerback group we done seen. He got a good alley-oop last year with Jordan Lewis getting hurt. Now Jordan Lewis is back healthy. Now you got Kelvin Joseph, look like he want to participate and have something to say about that slot corner. And you got Izzy. Izzy, a nice slot corner that came in last year and was productive and looked good. Okay, now that's three players that's in competition with Deron Bland, and I'm still going with Deron Bland. Now Izzy is a friend of the show, you know. Shout out to Israel Mukwamu, but I think Deron got it though, man. I think Deron Bland got it. Now Izzy, it's still places for Izzy to be implemented though. I still look like Izzy might be, he probably the future though, because he's still a young player. Like once Jordan Lewis, this Jordan Lewis last year right now. I'm telling you right now, that's Jordan Lewis last year. The only reason Jordan Lewis still on this team because he got a year left on his contract, I feel like. Because after they seen Bland, you know Dollar Bill eyes just lit up. Like, ooh, you mean to tell me I ain't gotta pay what you call him? I ain't gotta pay Jordan Lewis no more? I'm saying he should be ready sometime this year. You know what I'm saying? Sometime this year he should be back. So I just don't see him being on the team after this year. I don't really see it. And but he's still gonna have some competition. So out of those three slot corners, we'll do it by corner. Slot corner. Who y'all bullish on? I'm on Bland. I'm on the Bland train. Kelvin Joseph need the biggest jump of the corners. He do. Paul said, "Yikes, landlord. What happened?" Hell nah, landlord. We need a light break. Ah man, the lights looking ugly. Good grief. Now I told y'all it was a Sunday. Y'all gonna do me like this on a Sunday? Y'all please hit the like and share. It is free. It don't charge you nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's only right I'm up here on a Sunday morning preaching this good gospel, the Cowboys content. Y'all look out for your boy, man. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Don't you be like that. Miss Elder, be on it, man. I appreciate you, Miss Elder Lockhart. Y'all make sure y'all get these likes up, man. Help your boy out. I'm trying to beat the algorithm like Dak beat the Eagles every year, man. So we trying to get this content out here, man. So y'all help your boy out. Shout out to Coach Marv in the building. He said, "What up, landlord? Going back. You know how I feel about linebacker." Yeah, I know you low on LVE. And let me see. I kind of forgot some more of your takes though. I know you ain't rocking with LVE, but I do like Damone Clark. Now who we was on? We was on the DBs. We did. Hold up. I said Deron Bland is my DB. Now on the outside corners, of course we got Diggs and Stephon Gilmore. But if them boys needed a Gatorade break, who you bringing in? Let's see that. If Stephon Gilmore had to tie his shoes on the sideline, who you bringing in, man? Who you bringing in? Trap. See, that was up Bernard Field. Bernard probably forgot to hit the like button and said, "Let me go and hit that like, man. I forgot, man. My bad." See, y'all, I know sometimes it be innocent, man, but you know, some people be acting like a Eagles fan. Don't be like that. But if like I said, if Stephon Gilmore had to tie his cleats, who you bringing in? If Trayvon Diggs had to get some Gatorade, who you bringing in? Let's see, cause we ain't talking no injury talk. We ain't doing that. No, we ain't. If they just had a headache for a half of football, who you bringing in? Big Saw said he bringing in Bland, so you gonna push Bland to the outside. I think Bland can do both too. I really do. I ain't gonna lie, I think Bland can do it all. Like, Bland nice, man. Paul Regimore says, I love how the DB room is young with the exception of Gilly. That's tough. Yeah, we got a great cornerback room for years to come, I feel like. John McSwain did the face palm. What happened, sir? What's going on? Big Dallas 8604 says, Izzy. You'll bring Izzy to the outside, Big Dallas? Let me know. You bringing Izzy to the outside? I don't know about Izzy on the outside. I might even. So I ain't seen nobody say Nation right name at all. Shout out to Dean Cloud in the building. What's happening, sir? I ain't seen nobody say Nation right name. Yeah, we can do something in a minute. Give me I'm trying to get my hour in. I'm gonna come tap in with you. Let's see, KJ and Izzy. So you'll bring KJ on one side, Izzy on the other side, Miss Elder? I don't know about Izzy on the outside, though. I think he fit better in the inside. Paul Regimore says Bland or J. Lou. I might be with you. You'll bring J. Lou on the outside? I don't know. He said, y'all sleep on KJ. I almost said KJ, actually, Jackson, just being honest. I almost said, because his skill set ain't bad for the outside, though. Like, I'm looking at skill set, because think about it. You can't really go off of what they actually did on the field, because most of these players are improving. Outside of Bland, and you know what I'm saying? It's not that many good track records to go off of, so I would have to look at that as a projection and as off a skill set. And if I'm looking at the skill set, Kevin Joseph got a nice skill set, man. He just got to put it together. Coach Miles said Wright was hurt doing OTAs, man, Lord. Yeah, he got did bad last year in preseason, though. And then when he got his opportunity, he did get an interception. That was that game I went to, the Tennessee game. He did get an interception, though, but I don't know, y'all. We'll have to see. But nobody said nothing about Nation, though. I say that. Nobody mentioned Nation. Shout out to Boss Cowboy in the building. What's happening, sir? Trap. What's going on? Trap. Okay, boss, if you still here, look, do this for me. If Stephon Gilmore had to tie his shoestrings and Trayvon Diggs had to get some Gatorade, what cornerbacks are you replacing them with? This is that content that we all need right here now. This that content we need for the soul, Boss Cowboy. Which cornerback you bringing in? If them boys just had a cramp for 2 plays, 3 plays, who you bringing in? Because we got a deep DB room. So we thinking about second-year jump type vibes. Okay. After I get that answer from Boss, we going to move on to the we got to go to the safeties. We got to go to the safeties, and then we'll be done. Paul Regimore said, Wright be getting caught on too much for me. He fights, though. Yeah, I don't like it either, bro. He be getting snagged on, bro. You too tall for that, man. You too tall for that. Nah. I don't even have an explanation for that. Question one more time. Oh, okay. I said, like, we ain't talking injuries over here, so we just saying if Stephon Gilmore had a cramp, right, and he had to miss a half of football, and Trayvon Diggs had a headache, a migraine, okay, what 2 corners are you replacing them with for that half of football? Let's just say it like that. What 2 corners are you replacing them with? Yeah, that's the best euphemism I can use without saying injury. So we ain't giving no injuries over here. No. Them boys had a cold and somebody had to replace them. So who you replacing them with? Bland and KJ. Ooh. Ooh, that's interesting now. Cause I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I was kind of scared to say KJ. I was a coward that time. I was a little scared, man, cause he didn't show me so much though. Like, I got a bat in the house, don't know what is that. Good grief. They trying to get me. That's an Eagles fan. Oh, man. But okay. If you think about that, I just didn't like what I seen from KJ when he got his chances. So I was a little scared, though. It happens sometimes. But Boss said Bland and KJ. I think I'll be okay with that. Let's see. But now I forgot about the Eric Scott kid. Ain't nobody say nothing about him either. If you got another Bland on your hands, it's gonna be some smoke in the city, and it helps with the cap in long run. Yeah, I mean he got that handoff interception from Hendershot last week, so he feeling good about himself for one. But okay, now we go to the safeties. Who could take another step? I mean the safety room pretty old though, not old, but we pretty much know what we gonna get from the safeties. So okay. I don't know. I guess outside of J-Ron Curse and Donovan Wilson and Malik Cook, I mean, it's kind of hard to do it for the safety. Do y'all see any of them playing better? Do y'all see any other safeties taking another step next year? I don't know. Marquise Bell, yeah, Bell is somebody to talk about. Do y'all see him getting some reps, pushing would he push Malik or would he push Donovan Wilson? He'll have to. Malik Bell kind of more like a box safety, right? I don't think he got that much range. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a while since I did that film work on Bell. That was last offseason. Boss said KJ was pulled too early for me. Just being honest, got to let young players develop. That's true, especially on corner, man. You gotta let them take their lumps. So you're right. It's tough. Them growing pains gonna hurt us, and it's gonna hurt us worse because we're a team that's really in competition. Like we're a real championship window kind of team. But like, boss, they could have just let him get his lumps early in the year. Like, why they couldn't do that? Like, let him get his lumps like game 2, 3, and 4, and then if he didn't swim after that, you know what I'm saying? Just let him go. Paul Reservoir says, yeah, Bell or Hooker. So with Bell or push Hooker? I can't remember right now, man. It's been a long time since I looked at Bell film. I don't even remember if he Ranger or not. So I don't want to sit up here and lie to y'all. He said Steele was trash before he was a Pro Bowl-ish. Straight up, though. You right. Because Steele was terrible at that first year. He was terrible that first year. So you do got to take your lumps. And you know, boss, you a corner. Cornerback's going to get caught on, man. They going to get caught on. You got to let him learn through that. Trayvon Diggs was a perfect example. In 2020, our defense was terrible. They was horrible. You know what I'm saying? And Trayvon got his lumps. But look what happened the very next year. He was awesome, Pro Bowler. So you got to take your lumps. You got to take your lumps as a corner for sure. And then you kind of want to put them in the fire too, because you want to see how they respond. Because the cornerback position is a roller coaster. You're going to make a play, you're going to get caught on. You're going to make a play, you're going to get caught on. So you want to see how mentally tough those players is at them positions like that. So you kind of want to see them get back up after getting put down. As a corner, you kind of want to see how they do that, how good they are at bouncing back. So, okay, I don't know too much about the safeties, man. The safeties are already old, and we already know who they are. So it's kind of hard to do the second year jump with the safeties. We could say Marquise Bell could, I want somebody to push Hooker too. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but you know. I think at this point I was high on Malik, but I'm just being real with y'all, man. I seen Malik too many steps behind on a lot of them deep balls that Anthony Brown was getting burnt on. Malik was always out of position to me. I don't like that, you know. We need I think that's an upgradable position right now. Like, I know people don't say nothing about Malik though. I don't know if Malik must be a gangster or something. I don't know. If it was anybody else, we'd be dragging Malik, cause man, go back to them big plays. Man, that boy was like 3-4 steps behind every time. You'll see them catching big long plays, and then Malik will come 3-4 steps behind every time. So like, I honestly think that's an upgradable position, man. Somebody need to be pushing them. And like next year or something, I wouldn't be mad if we drafted one high. Like, I want a rangy safety back there that can cover sideline to sideline type stuff. I really do. And I hate it. You know, I ain't trying to drag the man, but we need that position can be upgraded. He's solid. I think he won't lose us the game, but I'm ready to upgrade that position, just being real. I'm sorry. Just being real. And I ain't gonna pull up the film session and just drag nobody, but bro, go watch the tape. You'll see it. You'll see it. Like, you like, that ain't what Malik was. That ain't what Malik was. And he'll be 3-4 steps behind consistently. Like, that's how all them bombs got caught. All them bombs got caught. He said, you must just want Jeff Heath back. Just ungrateful. Man, Jeff Heath the GOAT. Y'all know that, man. Don't do that. Trap. Yo, please hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card, man, like Miss Regina says. Y'all help your boy get over 100. I see over 100 people in the chat with me, man. Help your boy get over 100. I'm finna get ready to spin the block right back with my guy HT on Sports with a show, man. So y'all make sure y'all support. We trying to be the hardest working people on YouTube, man. So you know what I'm saying? Trap. If I don't got a show, then something wrong. Y'all need to be prayers up. You understand? Y'all need to be like prayers up. You know what I'm saying? If landlord ain't on the show, hey, something wrong. So, you know, we just trying to be consistent, give y'all that good old Cowboys content, man. But I appreciate all the love and support. Y'all make sure y'all support, and spin that block back for your boy, man. Let's get it.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face.
Shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate you. We appreciate all the love and support on this Sunday. You know the trap don't close. We just trapping in our church clothes. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. You feel me? Shout out to everybody rocking. Let's get it. Pull back up on the kid, man. And like I say, 1K, 1 love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.